Mic check. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 2 1 1 2 2 1.
Toast.
Oh shit! I got a message from
phone
eBay
on
on my
silent.
phone. That's the classic eBay sound. I'll just put this on silent.
Did you win a bid?
No, eBay's pushing me marketing constantly, and I haven't bothered turning it off.
It says you should buy this.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like 20% off makeup that you would like.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good that they're thinking
How should
of
I
you
feel?
for makeup. I guess we've started.
Yeah, I guess we have.
On that note, welcome to In Focus Out of Touch, a podcast with two video professionals. Can we call ourselves that? Ugh.
Absolutely not.
Ugh. Two video dudes who have no idea.
I've been doing this for years. I still wouldn't consider myself a professional.
I agree. I find it really hard to take the incredible positive feedback that I am owed.
You know, yesterday I got called a big shot video producer.
Really?
It's like unironically. Like, oh no! Like
You're
I saw
like,
someone.
Come on, mum.
No.
Come on.
No. I saw someone I haven't seen in like 5 years. Like, oh yeah, like he's introducing me to his girlfriend. It's like, oh, this is Sean. He's like a big shot video producer now. I'm like, oh,
that's very sweet.
I'm
actually.
like, no. No.
It feels really odd, doesn't it?
Don't say that.
Yeah. Well, for those new, I'm Nick.
I'm Sean.
And yes, we are video producers, videographers, video peeps.
Yeah,
we
basically
go by
anything we can
names.
Point a camera at.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Anything and anyone.
What do you call yourself? Because I don't know. So I find like videographer is a little bit too. I don't know. It's a little bit too juvenile, and filmmaker is a little bit too pretentious.
Yeah.
So I like to go video producer.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
I like to find the middle ground between pretentiousness.
But even going like video producer is just like, it's still, I don't know, people hear producer and they think something completely different.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't really know. I probably change what I call myself on a daily basis. In my email signature, get ready for maximum pretentiousness, I call myself a visual storyteller.
Yeah, that's even worse than filmmaking, mate.
It is.
You'd be ashamed of yourself.
I've taken pretentiousness to the next level.
Yeah.
That's what I bring to the game.
Well, I guess like in my personal brand, I'm still called videographer, like Sean Smith videographer.
Yeah, and that's Facebook. What most people, when I get introduced,
it's just a buzzword.
Most people say videographer, but
yeah.
You know what I hate about that word? It's a dirty word. Do you know why?
Why is it a dirty word?
I think videographer simply says that you have a specific skill set around video production, and that's it. So
yeah, like you don't know anything about marketing.
Yeah, exactly. They don't know anything about concepts, there's no. It's technical. It's not creative.
Yeah.
And I hate being put in that box because I just don't like that word. And so most people associate that because they go, oh, we have an event, there's a videographer filming the event. Oh, we have a promotional video, there's a videographer making that promotional video. Like, it's very transactional. And so I hate that word.
Yeah, I know. Like, it just goes to show that the whole personal branding thing is this: you got to show what you can do. Like, can you interview people? Can you shoot events? Can you shoot corporate videos? Can you, what are your skill sets on? And like videographer, there's so many videographers out there with like the new accessible gear from Sony, Canon, like just providing awesome gear at like low prices. Like,
so just buying the gear and get to be called a videographer.
You instantly become a videographer.
Yeah,
like, what other job? You just buy a $2,000 piece of equipment and you become a doctor. Oh yeah, I have a toothpick, a metal tooth thing. Now I'm a dentist.
I've got a really clean scalpel. I found.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out and buy a scalpel. Yeah. I'm a surgeon.
Yeah, that's a fair point. So you reckon the availability?
Actually, yeah. Going on from that.
Yeah.
What is it called? The Australian Industry Photography Professionals. Is that what? AIPP? AIVP?
AIPP. So this is like I say in inverted commas, governing body of photographers in Australia.
Yeah. Have you recently heard what is happening with them?
They've gone bust, right?
Yeah.
They're disbanding.
So I read some screenshots of some emails going around from some colleagues that are in the AIPP. So they pay a yearly fee. They get this accreditation on their Facebook, and they can say, "Hey, I'm accredited." Like, it's great if you're into that. It's fine. But yeah, the head of that just recently said, "Hey, we're going out. None of us want to do it anymore. This is what's happening. This doesn't mean we're gone forever. Some other people can pick it up if they still want to do it.
Wow.
But yeah, that's interesting.
Big.
What do you think about that?
If I'm honest, I'm not surprised. I think so. There are a lot of industries that have these governing bodies or accredited organizations, things that you have to pay membership for and you get accredited. The problem is when you work in an industry where your client doesn't understand that potential accreditation or not, they don't understand what that difference might be. If someone has a badge that says, I'm an accredited photographer from an organization you've never heard of, versus I'm a photographer, look at my awesome work. The client really doesn't care. The consumer doesn't care. If there are obviously industries, I've done a lot of video work in the financial services kind of arena and with financial planners. They're licensed. They have to have a license to give their knowledge and expertise and advise people, right? They are licensed by and they have to pay their membership into whatever their organizations are called, but they have to actively each year continuously professionally develop themselves. They have to work to keep their license. Otherwise they're not allowed.
It makes sense for an industry like that to have a license. Like
exactly.
It's important. Whereas like a creative field like we're doing, making pictures, it's a bit like, you have creative license to do what you want. Yeah.
So I don't know if you ever need a body like that or an organization like that in a creative field. Now, the other side of the coin, I guess, is it can help provide resources. It can help people start up from scratch. That's good stuff. So there should be resources and organizations out there that do that. But the fact itself, I saw so many arguments with photographers. As you know, my partner's a wedding photographer, so you see all these comments and arguments in various Facebook groups as people get on their high horses about one thing or the other, about them being an AIPP accredited photographer, which makes them better than someone who isn't. And like, that's a selling point on their website. I'm like,
oh yeah,
who cares about that?
It's sad, but that's all it is. Like, I've gone on and off it every now and then. Like, oh, if I get it, I can chuck the badge on my website, and let's see if that brings in more leads. But at the end of the day, I'm like, I don't think it will. I don't know. Yeah, people don't really know what it's like what it means. But yeah, like, just in a creative field, you can't. Yeah, as you said, it doesn't work.
It's hard to know what the right answer is there. Like I said, the education resource, that's awesome. They put on events, and I think some of them were good that I heard about. But yeah, so obviously a shame for the organisation. If they're trying to like set a certain standard, for photography, especially wedding photographers.
Yeah, and the ironic thing now is, like, just as we were speaking, like, anyone can be a videographer, anyone can be a photographer.
Yeah.
And this is the time when they need resources like that to, help them. Like, where can you get licensed music, licensed images to use, like, just general business advice.
Yeah.
Like, what wedding agreement should I have my bride and groom sign? This is my first wedding. Yeah. Like, things like that. Just simple. I think shooting weddings is a staple for videographers and photography. Have some simple resources like that. Get your $300 money worth a year out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. But I guess on that note, you're right. It is so much easier to become a photographer or videographer. So, Gear Chat. Have you seen what Sony have announced recently?
The A7 III?
A7 Mark III, my friend. Yeah. We're getting towards the A7S Mark III.
We're getting there. I need my third body, my camera body, that is.
It's pricey.
I'm just waiting. I need
the A7 III is a pricey
I think
body.
I might just buy another A6500 for this wedding season, because I need one.
Yeah, they're great cameras.
I need my third camera, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, A7 III looks fantastic though.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
Good feature set.
Honestly, I just ignore all like the versions until the S comes out. Like, oh, cool, that's what I want.
Now I pay attention.
Because like, if I look at too much of the gear and like read up on it, I'll buy it, And then like the next best thing from Sony will come out. So I just got to wait for the
Mate,
S. I know it's going to have what I want.
Sure. You know it's going to
I know, they know I'm going to buy it. I know I'm going to buy it. Just give it to me.
You're just waiting for that eBay notification saying, Sean, now you can buy it.
Yeah, now that you've bought your 20% off makeup products. What about this
get
$5,000 camera?
Yeah, 1% off this camera. Mate, can you just bump up my, lower my ND on my cam?
Yeah. What? Oh,
Yeah, perfect.
That's good.
Perfect.
So Nick
just want those viewers out there to get a look at me.
For those listening at home, Nick just asked me to increase his exposure because the sun just went down out here.
Yeah, I asked Sean to touch my ND.
It just looked a bit dark. Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. Yeah, I don't tend to go too deep into the gear rabbit hole because people live for that stuff, don't they? People live to just bash other people online about their views about one piece of gear versus another. What's a perfect camera?
Yeah,
how many times do you ask that question? I got into a chat on the weekend. We'll go into what we've been up to, but got into the chat on the weekend about someone who had a Nikon, and she's like, "Yeah, Nikon versus Canon." I was like, "I don't care. I don't care."
Yeah, as long as you produce good stuff, like I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care as long as as long as your gear's not holding you back. Like,
yeah, that's exactly right. Like if you know its limitations, you know what you could do with something else. Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, so what you been up to, dude?
Up to lots of stuff, mate.
Tell me.
Some more activewear stuff on the beach.
Activewear.
Yeah, activewear.
Shooting some videos in your activewear.
Activewear. What is that from?
That is from comedy duo. I forget their names now. They had a YouTube channel.
Is it the New Zealand guys? No.
It was two ladies from Melbourne, I think.
Activewear. Yeah, I know. I've seen that video.
Yeah,
anyway,
pretty funny.
Go off on a tangent. Yeah, mate. A few different things. I shot a 2-day long conference a week ago. And on stage how there's like a camera that like tracks the guy walking back and forth talking.
Yeah.
So I did that for 2 days straight for 13 hours a day. had one of those giant old school Panasonic cameras, like those like 15 years
like
old.
Like an ENG.
Yeah, like an ENG.
Wow.
I was like pulling focus and.
Did you get a chair or a stool?
Yeah, I brought my own chair because.
Good, smart.
I literally went to Officeworks and bought a stool for this 2-day job.
You were a smart man.
Because I've done it before.
I was going to say, how many times? And I still don't learn. But how many times have you had to cover some kind of event and
the venue doesn't have any stools?
There's like a step, because sometimes they give you like a step so you can put your tripod on over people.
Yeah, like a riser.
Yeah, a riser. Yeah. But they never think of how you're going to stand or sit or like relax a little bit.
Yeah, it's hard. Like I was sort of alternating between standing and sitting.
Yeah.
But I feel if you're sitting doing that for 13 hours, your back's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're standing, your back's not gonna hurt, but your legs are gonna hurt.
Yeah,
at
even
the end
just
of the day.
standing there, your feet are gonna be killing after 13 hours.
So I don't know. It was alright.
Wow.
But that was pretty hectic. Just concentrating. Literally in the middle, I just had like half an hour break. Back onto it. And it was like every speaker would literally just pace up and down the stage. Wow. There'd be a few that would go into the crowd, so I'd have to like chuck on my gain and like pull focus as they come towards me. It was like the most hectic thing. Wow. And then the guy switching next to me, like every little camera bump or out of focus, he'll just do this. He'll do, ooh, and I'll just hear him like cringing every now and then.
Did you have like comms?
No, he's sitting right next to me.
So he was right next to you, right?
So he would do, like as far as I'm sitting away from you.
You just hear him like shaking his head. You hear the wind rustle in his.
It's hard, collar. Man. When you're using a camera you've never used before, like
sure,
like yeah, you know,
especially what
you know the mechanics of a camera.
You're at like 100, 200 mil sometimes on those ENGs.
Max this camera goes.
Yeah,
it was probably at like 600 mil.
So it's pretty nice tight shot.
So it would go from like ultra wide to like it would go from I don't know 16 mil to like 600 mil.
Yeah,
it's like such a vast difference. But yeah, there's no way I was getting the bumps out of the shitty tripod I was on too. Like,
so all that gear was supplied for you. For,
yeah. I was just hired as a shooter, which is great.
Nice.
Pay me my rate. Like you don't want to use my gear, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'll shoot on yours.
Yeah. But, and I have a chair.
Yeah, I brought my own chair. It's all good. Paid $20 at
Smart
Officeworks
man.
for this one, just to avoid my back pain.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah,
Apologies
man.
in the background if you're hearing a lot of mowing going on. It's probably the first break in rain we've had in a while, so I reckon everyone's wanting to get out and mow their lawns.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, mate, what have you been doing? What's been happening?
I'm struggling to remember the last few days. I think it's becoming a real problem. So I hope I didn't forget to give people a lift or something. Like I don't know. Maybe my mate's still waiting for me, to pick him up. But on the weekend, so last week, pretty standard. I think I shot a couple of little video marketing pieces for a couple of people. But weekend just gone, I had a pretty nice creative weekend. It was I helped out on a short film shoot, which was good. It was a 3-day shoot. I wasn't there for 3 days, but I was helping kind of manage the BTS people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really into behind the scenes and love going deep diving into that stuff on Blu-rays and DVDs.
You were shooting behind the scenes.
For a film. Yeah.
Oh.
So that was cool.
So it's going on. Wait, it's going on DVD?
No, I'm just saying. Like, I really like behind the scenes. Like that really interests me.
Dude, I used to love. When the DVDs came out, I was like, initially you're just like, great image quality. You no longer have to use VHS, and then had all this other stuff on it.
Yeah.
You're like, hang on. Like, as a massive film nerd, I would watch all the behind the scenes. Like, and yeah, that was like sort of my reasoning for buying DVDs, because you'd get a movie and then 2 hours of extra content, other stuff, especially like the Quentin Tarantino DVDs and stuff. That's just fantastic.
You can really get into the mindset of how people work, and so I've always found that really interesting. So what I'm really interested in, because filmmaking is a bit of an interest of mine, I am really interested in using kind of my videography skill set for filmmaking, but for other filmmakers. So I was helping them with the marketing and social media over the weekend. A little bit of Instagram stories and some getting the photos from the BTS photographer, on-set photographer we had there, and kind of liaising with that, making sure they were cool. And so that was really good fun. It was a 1950s period drama.
Nice.
Pretty interesting twist.
Yeah.
Filmed really well, but yeah, it took us everywhere. It's very much regional Queensland, so we had Gold Coast hinterland on Friday. That was a really big shoot. I got to fly my drone. They wanted a drone.
Flew my drone
shot
on the weekend too.
Very good. I think I saw that on Instagram.
Yeah.
And that was great. So it felt really good.
That's awesome. So how do you know these people?
They one of them. We've worked together over the last few years on a few projects.
So it wasn't just like a uni project type of thing.
No. I met them originally when they helped me on a film I did a couple of years ago, and since then we're really nice guys, north side of Brisbane. So hang out and catch up and catch movies and things like that, and help each other. That's awesome,
man.
Films.
Like
good fun.
And I sort of miss like the whole film set. Each crew member has like a specific task, and I don't know. Yeah, and being like directing a film, it's just like the last form of dictatorship. That's
allowed,
socially acceptable in this day and age.
Damn you leftists. So I agree. It's good fun. It's so funny then when you say to people, I was on a film set, and they go, oh my god, that'd be so amazing. But the times I've had friends or maybe family come to one of my film shoots over the years and things like that, film shoots are really long and boring. They're
not glamorous at all.
No, it's only
film
really
life is not
the
fun.
Director, the actors that are constantly working, the camera crew, like people who are actually on the set, but all the support crew, like your production management, second ADs looking after actors, your makeup artists. Once they've done their bit, every behind the scene photo you'll see about 15 people on their phones because they're just waiting until the next scene.
It's you're either flat out or just waiting on a film set.
Yeah, you're right. It's never.
Especially being a director, it's just I did it on two short films in uni. Just hectic, man. Just crazy.
So that was really really good fun, and I'm kind of just working out what I'm doing this week. I don't know. The last week seemed to just go quick. I haven't really had a chance to think about the next few weeks.
Yeah, so we were speaking before we hit record, talking about the new Panasonic EVA 1 camera. I wanted to chat to you about. So it's a big boy camera.
It is.
Looks like a real camera and not like an iPhone that we shoot on.
Yep.
Not an iPhone, but yeah, the Sony cameras are really small.
It's a little bit bigger than the iPhone.
But yeah, man, I'm thinking about it. It might be my next purchase if the Sony A7S III doesn't bring the goods.
It is a good looking camera. So yeah, I'm using it on a shoot next week now, and we're filming in 4K. We're filming in nice flat profile. So you're more than welcome to have a play on the footage and grade. And
I would love to, man. Did you know? I think it can shoot. I think there's an upgrade you can shoot 5.7K raw.
Oh, raw.
Oh, raw.
And it's coming out in March. It's not out just yet, but it's coming out, I think, towards the end of the month.
See, I'll look at stuff like that.
It's a free upgrade, which is very rare. Yeah. Very rare.
Is that a free upgrade?
Free upgrade.
Panasonic.
Very rare for any camera manufacturer. Even Panasonic, they've had a lot of paid upgrades for their GH5 series, for Vlog and things like that, and high bit rates, but it's paid. You have to send it away, you get it back installed, kind of thing. But
really?
But now they're doing it just via a
firmware
update.
I know the Sony upgrade is like $500. You just like chuck in a code that unlocks it.
Oh, there you go. That's pretty good.
It's pretty annoying, eh? Like it's like DLC for your camera. You know, it's like the whole video game, like loot boxes and stuff. Just like it has it. Just give it to me. Like
I paid for it.
Yeah, you're not giving me anything else.
I mean, camera guys, camera manufacturers, they got to be paid. So anything they can get paid for. Put it in the
price when I buy it. The camera's got the capabilities.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Yeah,
but then I don't know. Then the camera when it first came out would be more expensive. So
I don't know. I suppose it. Yeah, I don't know.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's just annoying. It's just like DLC. You can do it. Just.
But I played around with the EVA 1 or EVA 1, however however the cool kids are saying it. It does, I think, 60 frames 4K, which is pretty standard. It'd be nice if it did a little bit slower.
Does it just shoot 10-bit 422?
10-bit 422.
Yeah, nice.
Soon to be obviously RAW. But yeah, on a 5.6K sensor, which is great. So when it gives you a 4K image, you've got some nice preserved detail there. Bigger sensor, which is great. It's an EF mount, which is awesome. So nice that Panasonic have recognized.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Panasonic decided to go that way. Yeah. Like, Canon still have definitely still have the lens market. The camera market, not so much.
Yeah, especially at our level, the indie kind of low.
That's interesting. I can definitely see in the future Canon just being a lens company. Maybe making just mounts for other manufacturers.
Yeah.
And
I mean, their optics are great. Their cinema. I don't know if you've used their cinema lenses as well. Canon's cinema lens line, PL mounts and EF mounts. They are great lenses.
Yeah,
they are fantastic.
Yeah. Very interesting.
It'd be interesting to see because their camera game is shit, to be honest. They've really
they're so far behind the game.
Unless they have something that just comes out and wows everyone. But for years they've handicapped every camera they've put out. They've really it's sorry, I keep bumping my microphone out of anger. They've really let the ball down, because I used to love Canon. I used to always shoot on Canon, when the 5D first came out, 7D when that first came out. I used to love shooting on Canon, but now they're just...
Yeah, so the wedding I shot last Friday, I actually shot it with a 5D Mark IV and plus my Sony cameras.
Yep.
And it's funny just looking at the footage from the 5D Mark IV compared to like my Sony. It's crazy how soft it is.
It's like it's been...
Out of camera.
Hello, another truck. It's crazy how potato quality it almost looks. It's incredible. Like, I mean, it's look, it's if fine. You need it to do a
Looks
job.
Good.
We've just literally spoken about any camera's fine.
But Canon
and
shit.
Now we're crashing.
You should
all
feel
over
terrible
Canon.
about yourself if you use.
Yeah, but at the same time, you're right. When you put that side by side, it's incredible. I had to do that. I think I had a second shooter help on a shoot a few months ago now, and I remember they were shooting on a Canon. I was like, okay, inside, low light, yeah. And just to have a look against some of the Sonys, it was
so actually
different.
I got a question. So when did you adopt the whole Sony ecosystem?
Well, see, I haven't 100% adopted it. This is it. So I've stayed in the Canon lens.
Oh yeah,
game.
Same. Like half my lenses are Canon
yeah.
now, or more of them. But
Sony. So
talking about bodies,
not that long ago. I would probably say 18 months ago.
Really? So
not that long ago.
So I invested in. I bought my first Sony A7S maybe a week after it was released.
Wow!
And this was the crazy deals Sony was doing, where you'd get an EF mount adapter. You'd get $200 back. So I think I paid like $1,700 for an A7S1 and a Metabones adapter.
Yeah,
which is crazy cheap.
Awesome.
But
yes, I forget like Sony. You know, they obviously really wanted people to make that jump.
Yeah. They did the exact thing that got me. They got me good.
Yeah.
I adopted it pretty early, and none of my colleagues or friends had Sony. I was like, damn, like it's really difficult to hire second shooters right now because no one has the same camera.
There was a long. I agree. There was like a really long leeway.
It was painful. So
yeah.
I was like, okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to have to convince all my friends to go Sony.
Oh.
So I was the biggest Sony advocate, and I think I could probably name about 3 different friends who I got onto the Sony train. But yeah, so that helped me out when I needed help on shoots. But yeah,
nice,
pretty interesting.
Nice. What else has been happening? Tell me about. So you've been events. What else you got coming up?
Coming up. A few weddings. Nothing super exciting. Just some event work. Just general corporate videos. I don't know. No cinema ads like you're doing or short films.
Well,
unfortunately.
it'll be interesting to see. I've never shot a cinema ad before in my life. Yeah. They're 15 seconds long, mate. They're like 5 shots. It's crazy, and we're flying to Sydney for it.
Yeah.
So it is a bit crazy. But I am interested because the thing you're competing for, as soon as you sit down in a cinema, until the movie plays, what are you doing? You're either
on your phone.
Yeah, exactly. You're eating your popcorn, or you're on your phone, or both.
Mate, you have to make the cinema ads so good.
Exactly.
Like,
so I'm a really big. I mean, you know me. I'm a really big fan of like trying to entertain with a bit of content just to grab some attention. I really would like to do that. These ads coming up, they're going to be a little bit more traditional. It's a professional services industry, but at least we've been able to kind of go the kind of like the very quick micro documentary look like route, not the this guy can really help with your needs.
Yeah, that's not the way you go with cinema ads.
Yeah.
I feel you need to either like shock or make people laugh.
Exactly.
You need to capture them in the first 5 seconds, and then the second 10 seconds.
You need that first image to wow them.
Boom. You know, like when said like the candy bar like ads that come up on the screen do this perfectly. They're like, boom, boom, come down to the candy shop and get some chocolate. Oh, get some popcorn. Oh, we have frozen Cokes. Like, that works. Just do that.
It's true. It is true. But yeah, so that'll be it's a good at least first step into that foray, so I can play with the format, understand what the deliverables are going to be. It's not going to be the most groundbreaking ads ever. I'm pretty confident we'll do a good job with it. But then I thought, well, if I get these under my belt, maybe I can start to push towards some more entertaining kind of cinema ads.
Yeah. So the ones you're shooting, they're a bit more like docu style.
They're all about. So one thing I thought,
not sort of storyboarded.
Yeah, they're storyboarded, but they're not scripted. So we're focusing on community. So I think that's the other thing as well. Like if you can actually make it relate to the audience, make it about them, because every single ad, what's it about? It's about the business, really.
Mm.
We can help you have this problem, we can help you solve, but it's just all from the perspective of we want your business.
Yeah, you always, no matter what your marketing is, you have to think about your audience.
Exactly.
Right? So
and I think you got to think audience first.
I almost made some cinema ads myself, but it just worked out. Yeah, it wasn't going to work out. It was for a popular beer company, and my idea. So they just started canning their beers instead of bottles.
Yeah.
So they had some sort of ideas like how to promote this, how to let people know. So my idea for like a cinema ad, maybe 15 seconds, is to, crazy montage of like the beers being poured into cans, canning line, packed into boxes on the truck,
nice and visual,
into the shops,
bam,
boom, boom,
yeah.
boom, boom. And then like the last shot is like someone leaving a cinema and going straight to the bottle-o.
Oh, nice tie-in.
And so nice. Imagine that if they can visualize that. Like, damn, I'm getting some beer like right after this.
Yeah.
Just didn't work out, which is fine.
But
man, I'd love to make cinema ads. Just see what I can do just to capture people.
But I think that means there's an opportunity to make social media content in general that is, again, more entertaining.
Yeah.
So that's the next thing I really want to tackle. Finally, I'm getting nice chunk of work coming in, which is great, paying the bills.
That's good to hear, because you had a sort of rough start to the year.
Oh my God, it was scary. It was really. I mean, you ask me again in 6 weeks, it could be scary again.
That's freelancing.
It's
man.
nice. It's not. But that's the thing. I'm not freelancing. I have my own production company, so that's not a good thing. I think though, like having a little bit of leeway to be able to say, I really want to make some content that I would find funny and doesn't necessarily have to just have like this selling attitude. If it can make me pay attention and recognize that brand for the next time I see something from them, I'm going to look at that. I'm going to pay attention to it. So I'm going to approach, I think, a couple of businesses that stand out, and if they're willing to let me have complete creative control, make them something wacky and hopefully funny.
Would you I know some people, they make just sort of mock they make sort of mock commercials.
Yeah, spec commercials.
Not even on spec. Like, spec is like in the intention to like sell it later on.
Well,
right?
but when you talk about spec, yeah. So when you talk about spec commercials, it's saying I want to make this style of commercial for you, kind of thing. Yeah.
But I've been thinking. I've always thought about just wanting to make like a fake Coke commercial or like a fake someone just to have on like your gag reel, or just to show people this is what I can do in that sort of realm.
I like it, dude. Let's do it.
Make a Coke commercial.
Let's do it. Make a Coke. What could go wrong?
And then at the end of the ad, like people from the cinema, they go buy Coke. That's at the end of
all of your.
That's just my thing.
Exactly.
At the end of each ad,
every single
they just leave a cinema,
food
then
or
go
drink
buy the thing
that Sean shoots.
They can go get their tax
now
done.
I'm wondering.
Then they go to the dentist.
Yeah.
Then
I've wondered why that cinema always shows up in all of your videos. That activewear shoot. People walking out the cinema in their activewear, going to the beach.
It's just the same stock footage. Just some guy leaving.
It's the same person. You just
doesn't even make
their
sense.
Hair differently. Yeah.
Just a guy leaving a cinema, and then it's like cuts to like the still frame of the business.
Yeah. Hey, here's a question for you. Have you ever used some footage from one shoot for another shoot?
Yes, but I won't say which.
For a different client.
For reasons.
Yes. A little bit cheeky maybe, but I think I've done that a couple of times recently, because it's you don't realize how much B-roll and cutaway footage you get over the years, do you?
Oh.
It's incredible.
I got to look through my my library. I've got so much.
Yeah.
But there's been some videos you're editing like, damn, I just really need that shot of that penguin sliding down that hill.
Yeah.
Like, wow, I shot penguins 2 years ago. or just simple stuff, like a nice shot of leaves like blowing in the wind.
Yeah.
Like, you got a million of those.
I think it's completely okay to do, as long as there's not an actual some kind of clause they've specified, or where they've actually transferred copyright over to them or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, it's pretty rare that I've transferred copyright.
Me
in
too.
The past.
I've only ever done it for a few.
I know
photos
under
I did.
Australian law, like if you shoot it, you own it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
exactly right.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
Some clients I found it's been hard to have them wrap their head around that, in that they don't own the footage.
Yeah,
they're just paying for the rights to use it effectively.
Yeah. And whenever I sell footage, it specifically states like it's just the rights to like use it and do what you want with it, but like you don't own it.
Yeah. So tell me about what you did with your drone this weekend.
Oh yeah. So yeah, just shot a wedding. It was out at Bundalia Rainforest Gardens in Canmore. Have you ever shot there? It's a nice wooded bush
I know
area.
what you mean. I haven't shot there, but
But 20 minutes from the city, it's amazing.
Yes.
So
how crazy that. It's like it should be 2 hours away from Brisbane.
No, that's what I love about Australia. Like, you go 20 minutes from the city, and you're in the bush.
Yeah.
So what I did with the drone, actually, this ties in well. So they had bride and groom prep in Toowong. So I took the drone up just enough away from the helipad from Toowong Hospital.
Yeah.
I saw on the map it was all legit. If Caso, if you're listening,
stop looking at us with your drones.
Don't
Caso.
find me. I took it up just along the Brisbane River. Had a nice like drone shot showing the city.
Yeah.
Coming up, see a little bit of Toowong there, just setting the scene, and then sort of did a similar shot in the bush. So it's going to be like from the city to the bush type of thing.
Yeah, it'll transition.
But got actually it's pretty funny. So I wanted to get my drone out of the way like the morning of the wedding. So I went to like the location at like 8 a.m. that morning. It's like, great, gonna do the drone. Like idiot here. So I haven't used the drone in 3 months. My batteries were charged, but my damn controller wasn't charged.
Ooh.
It had like 15% juice. And idiot again, my micro SD card that I normally have in the drone was in my GoPro from when I was traveling Europe. So it was only recording onto my phone.
Oh.
Like, damn. So I took it up for 2 minutes, like whatever it allowed me. And my controller was screaming at me because it had 10% battery. I was like, God damn it. I've driven like 20 minutes here. But so brought it back down, went home, shot the prep. Shot the wedding, then it came to like the photo shoot, took the drone up again, got a nice shot, got it.
Oh, cool, that's good. You got the shot.
But yeah,
it's
a waste of my morning. But
hey, look, I guess at least you didn't find out.
I know, at least I didn't find out
in the day and then stress you out of it.
It's not all for waste. But going back to like, like reusing footage, like drone footage is like one you can reuse. If I've already shot at that location.
That's a perfect example, actually.
You can reuse the drone footage. When's that going to change?
Example. Yeah, shots of a beach.
Unless you're not like 3 years apart, right?
Yeah,
and erosion has eroded away the beach.
Yeah,
like
I second shot for a guy down in Noosa a few months ago, and actually now I'm thinking about it, I remember sending him some drone footage that I've shot over a few visits down that way now for other weddings or other shoots and things like that. And saying, look, if it's useful, use it, kind of thing. And I agree.
Yeah,
if it serves your story, if it serves what you need.
Yeah, I've purchased drone footage I won't say of what, but of a specific thing, and made it seem like it was shot on the same day. Like it ties into the footage I shot. It worked out so well. Like, it was perfect.
That's good. That can be expensive though, licensing.
Yeah, it was. I bought it from a mate, so
that's good. All right, that's good.
Still paid him. But yeah, so it was this footage he had sitting on his computer. He's like, sure.
Yeah,
there you go.
Not being used, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
it's
man.
fun. It's fun flying a drone, right?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I'd like the first few times you fly a drone, like your butt cheeks are clenched and like holy crap.
I've just had a flashback. I think we talked about drone flying and butt clenching in episode 2.
Yeah,
of
it's
IFOT.
scary, man.
Yeah.
They're like, you got this like flying $2,000 thing, however much it costs, like in the air.
How was the weather on the weekend for you? Because when I filmed it
was alright on Friday. Yeah, it was good. It was like a little bit spitting, not too bad.
Yeah, I was in and out of showers all day, and then we got like really gusty winds.
Oh,
So
really?
it wasn't they weren't fun. You got like fun conditions to fly drones in, and stressful conditions to fly drones in. You know, it was a little bit stressful, but it was. Good
Yeah.
fun.
Well, the Mavic Pro actually does really well in high wind velocity. Surprisingly,
Cool.
like it's I don't know what they did to it. It's just got amazing coding just to deal with like just gale force winds.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, man.
Cool. Well,
Are we done?
We could pretty much end it there. Yeah.
Damn. All right. Well, man, where can the good listeners of this fine podcast find you?
Well, firstly, I appreciate you, good listener or good watcher, for listening.
Hey, I just want to
watching
say,
us.
last episode, I think it was our most popular episode. So if you listen to that one, thanks.
That's awesome.
Doing finger guns right to the camera right now.
That's awesome. I still find it really bizarre that someone I've never met is going to listen to us waffle on for. I hope this is of interest.
Who the hell listens to this shit?
Oh God. But if you can find me, I'm at IBAFilmDude all over the social medias. What about you, Sean?
You can find me at I always forget what I am. SRS Video. So facebook.com/SRS Video, and Sean Smith Video on Instagram.
Link in the show notes.
Link in bio.
Link in bio. Merch in bio.
Merch in bio.
We should get some merch.
Yeah, let's get some merch. What would be our first merch piece?
Well, you tell us,
Just
dear
a big
listener.
picture. Oh, big
Tell us,
picture of
dear
Will
listener.
Smith on a shirt.
Ah.
By the way, actually, before we go,
So
we
that
haven't
says,
got into Will Smith chat yet.
I found Will Smith's drone. That would be pretty funny. That would be a good T-shirt.
So actually, so very quickly, like 2 minutes. So I started following this new YouTube channel called Yes Theory, and
Yes,
they
theory.
challenged.
I think I've heard of it.
Yeah, so they're a group of 3 guys in the States, and they just do crazy stuff, and like they're all out there, and they, like they produce a lot of inspirational videos. They're really good. But they recently challenged Will Smith to go heli bungee, which is like bungee jumping off a helicopter,
Bloody hell.
and Will Smith accepted.
What?
Yeah. So
that'll be in the
after he finishes
upcoming
shooting
vlog.
his movie, he's going to be doing heli bungee.
That's awesome. Okay, I will be tuning in for that.
Yeah, but it's a really good response video. You should definitely watch it after this podcast.
All right, I will.
But yeah, so we got out Will Smith chat just before we ended.
Phew. Whew.
Oh god.
Oh.
All right. But anyway, thanks very much for listening, guys. We're slowly figuring out this thing, slowly getting better.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. See you next week on IFOT in Focus Out of Touch, where we just talk about stuff and figure it out as we go.
Bye.
Bye.